Hi friends, how are you? Today I'm going to share with you all the printers that I use and how I use them. Last time when I shared with you my 2024 journal flip through video, Hannah asked this question. I'm gonna leave it right here. So she was wondering how do I print my stuff and what kind of printer I'm using. I'm actually using 3 different printers, depends on the look I want and on the purpose of the picture. So I'm going to walk you through one by one and give you some recommendations in terms of saving paper, saving money, and what kind of model that I'm using, and also give you some pros and cons to compare all 3 different printers. All the printer that I mentioned, I will try to leave a link in the description down below, so you can also check them out online as well. Alright, so here are the 3 printers that I'm using. The first one I'm using is my Epson color printer. It's the model ET-4800. This is very good craft printer. Later, I will share with you how I print for my journal and what kind of paper I'm using and how I print it in order to save some paper. Next printer I'm using is my Canon Selphy photo printer, and then the model is CP1500. And then the last printer I'm using is this mini portable printer. It only can print black and white. And I'll go into detail and then share with you why I love it a little bit later. Alright, let's get started to talk about all the printer one by one. Let's talk about my Epson printer first. So I use my Epson printer by printing everything through my phone. So normally what I do is I just open a blank page on my Page app. And then when I go in there, I just start adding pictures in. So I'm going to print pictures that are from like recent events in my life. Sometimes I would batch printing a bunch of pictures for the last few days. When I'm journaling, I'll leave space where I want to put a picture, and I know exactly how big I need the picture to be, and I just print it roughly the same size. A lot of the time I have multiple pictures I want to print for each day, so I just do a small amount of printing each day. I'm resizing the picture to the size I want for my journal, and I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm very familiar with the roughly what the percentage it needs to take on the paper in order to get the right size. If you can see right here, the way I'm printing, I left all the bottom half blank. I only take the first row of the picture. So the reason I'm doing this is I know I'm only printing 4 pictures today, and I don't want to take up the entire paper space. I don't want to waste paper. So by doing this, later I can use the bottom half for the second time printing. So this printer is very easy to use. You can do air printing, basically link your phone with Wi-Fi, and then you can print your picture directly through this. The only downside of this printer is you need to constantly maintaining it, and then you want to print frequently enough, like at least once a week. That's what I heard online, in order to make sure your print head is not stuck. So the ink for this printer, it's very easy to refill. Let me show you. Okay, so it got all those different colors, and it's not refilled by change the entire ink cartridge. What you do is to refill by putting ink inside of this, like dumping a bottle of ink into it. Let me show you how, since I'm going to add my black ink anyhow. I own this printer since 2023 and I haven't added ink yet. I don't know if you can tell from here, but my yellow, magenta, and cyan still have a lot. My black is a little bit low. So what I need to do is to just add this black ink into it. So what you want to do is to open this, and then there will be a tab to open the black ink, and then all I need to do is just to open my bottle of ink, and then make sure that this is aligned with the hole in there. There's a lot of tutorial if you're interested in this, and then just plug in. It's refilling. I only have a little bit left in this bottle because the first time I bought the printer I used most of it. So right now I'm just refill as much as I can. Alright, I think it's good enough. It never leaves a mess. So that's it. the ink, black ink is refilled, and then those ink is not that expensive and it lasts for a long time. I think it's great value. So the second thing I want to talk about is the printing paper. I'm printing with normal letter size printing paper. It's just normal finish, it's not glossy, and sometimes I also use this. Why don't we use this today? So this is Japanese paper. I don't remember what you call this printing paper in English, the type of paper, but I'll leave in the description down below. The thing is, it feels a little bit like a washi tape. It's sort of transparent, but not transparent. Let me show you. There is some texture on the paper, and then some, not just only texture, but it has some like fibers you can see. It's very smooth, very comfortable to touch. After printing, you can see through a little bit more than normal printing paper. Let's print on this one. Okay, it's printing now. Alright, now my paper is printed. I don't know why it cannot get multiple paper in there. Sometimes the printer will roll multiple paper at once, and every once in a while you need to like flash the print head a little bit. After I print it, as you can see, the bottom half is still empty. It's very simple. All you need to do is to just cut it out, and then you got your pictures for journal. And then for this portion, you can use it again. Just put it back in there and it will print, which I find it's very helpful for me to save a lot of paper, especially when I'm using those expensive Japanese paper. Overall, this is the printer I use the most for my printing process. Alright, now let's talk about my second printer, my Canon Selphy CP1500. So this printer, I got it not long ago, just last year. Okay, so I already scratched the screen because I've been carrying it in my suitcase. Sometimes I take it with me. So this printer is an actual picture printer. So what it does is it can print multiple picture every cartridge. You have to use a cartridge in there, and then your printing paper is like this. It is actual photo printer, and then a lot of professional photographers, they use it to for like acrylic printing. It comes with this. This is the thing that you use to hold all the printing paper in there, and then you just need to open the lid and then insert into the printer in order to get the picture print. You can buy a box of papers and then cartridge. I don't remember how much this is cost, but it got the cartridge ink as well as 100 OA sheets of printing paper. I bought this a long time. I haven't really used much. I only opened one bag, but there's like each bag it got like printing paper like this, and then the cartridge will be looking like this. So the cartridge is also look like sheet paper. It's a roll of sheet paper with a different color, yellow, cyan, magenta coming out of it, to print 3 times plus 1 time coding. I believe that's my understanding. So what it does is once you put the paper into the printer, and it will print 4 times total, and each time it only does 1 layer, and once all 4 layers put on the paper, the picture is complete. Let me show you how it works. It also comes with an app, the Selphy app, and once you go into the app, you can select and print. That's just for a single picture, and then you can also do a layout and like equal layout. The layout of printing 4 pictures and 1 piece of paper is what I've used the most. Also come with bookmark layout. I haven't tried that yet. And then you also have shuffle layout. I've tried that before. It's not my favorite. It will print multiple pictures for you in a random size. So the reason I don't like it is sometimes when I want some picture specifically be the large one and then other picture be the small one, it won't let you select that. At least I didn't figure out how. So most of the time what I use is the normal equal split layout. So let's do one with 4 splits. I'm gonna print Booger's picture. Okay, so now all I can do is to arrange the picture however I like. I can go in there and trying to zoom in a little bit more to the picture. Alright, I think I'm good. Now all I need to do is to open my printing paper and then insert right here. So just open this and then insert into it. You'll hear a click, and that means it's all aligned inside, and then turn on the machine. So all the print setting, you can do it through the app, but you can also choose pictures directly through the screen. Like all the things I've shown you, how you do the layout, how you pick pictures by using SD card. There is a place that you can plug in SD card, so you can also do it like that as well. In this thing, you can add borders or borderless, however you like. I'm gonna do it with border, and you can also change the background to black. You can also do an overcoat, basically add like pictures, hearts, rows and bubbles, things like that onto your picture, but usually I just keep it blank. And then you can also add texts and stuff like that. Lots of stuff you can play with. Anyway, so I'm going to print it and then you'll see how it works. Print. And then it will ask you to join the network of the printer. Okay, that's the first round. It came from the back and then go into it, and then the first round, as you can see, it's yellow color. And now we do second round, which is magenta. So now we see magenta laying over the yellow, and then now it's going to do the third round, it's the blue. And once the third round is down there, the picture is pretty much printed already. I'm not sure what's the last round. I think it's just a clear coat to seal everything underneath it. But yeah, now the picture has printed. Here are the pictures. It's printed and it's very nice print quality. I don't know if you can see, but on my face there's some dirty mark on my face, and they look like a fingerprint. I think what caused that is I was pulling out this printing paper to show you earlier and then caused some fingerprint on top of it before you print it. I don't think you were supposed to put your fingerprints all over the printing paper, but that's the first. I've never seen that before. I think the print quality is pretty good. I would say the contrast is a little bit too heavy, but overall it's a way more better quality than print from a normal color printer, and I think this lasts a lot longer. Yeah, so all you need to do is to tear it. Very satisfying. And then just cut out the picture and then put it in your journal. Sometimes I don't like this printing paper in terms of the thickness. I think it's too thick, and once I tape it into my journal, it made the page hard to flip. I use Hobonichi and then the page is very soft. And then once you have something really thick and hard on top of it, it kind of make the page, the way you flip it, feel a little bit weird. So what I sometimes do is to rip off the back end to make the paper thinner, of course after printing. So I just do this, and then now I have a very thin layer of picture to use in my journal. Okay, now let's talk about my next option, which is my black and white little printer. This is also similar to a label maker, but it does print pictures. It also used with an app. It's very popular in China, and you can get it on Amazon. There are a lot of different designs from the same company, and people in China use it to do homework. Like they would take a picture or scan through some words on the textbook, question quiz, things like that, and then they print it out to tape in their notebook in order to save time of copy all the quiz onto the notebook, things like that. So people use it for school a lot. I like it because how convenient it is to carry around with you to print whenever you want. So this is actually a thermal printer. It prints on the paper using heat. The print quality is determined by the paper, and also the paper determines how long the print is going to last. There are print papers that only last for 3 years. There are paper last for, they call it lifetime. I'm not sure if it's really lasts for lifetime because I haven't tested that yet. And then there are also paper can last for 10 years above. Let me show you the difference of the paper. I got some different ones. I don't have the 3-year one, but I have this one. It's a 10-year printing paper. And then this one is white. So when you print, the paper are solid white. It's just a row of printing paper like this that you can put in your printer. I've also got another one. This one supposedly lasts for a long time. And then the sticky back. Oh, I forgot to mention, those printing papers already come with sticky backing. So it's like a sticker, essentially, after you print it. So this one I like because the printing, let me show you. Okay, so the paper itself is clear. Whatever you print on there, it's going to be transparent. And I don't know if you can see it clearly. It's going to be transparent. So why don't we just print 2 different versions so you can see the difference of printed transparent and then printed in the white. And then when you purchase the printing paper roll, you just need to double check how long it lasts. Alright, so here is our printer. I'm also going to use the app to do it. The app that comes with this printer, it's called Phomemo. And Phomemo is also the printer's brand. I'm gonna leave Phomemo's official website. You can buy the printer through the website as well as through Amazon. You can go print image and then photo editing, and then go choose a picture from your photo album. A lot of time I use this printer to print text-based stuff, but you also can print people. I'm gonna do one of each so you know what I mean. So I'm gonna print my welcome back message from TikTok on the day they come back live in the US. You can resize it a little bit. I'm gonna resize it to crop out my TikTok page. So just only leave the welcome back message. Okay. And then you can tap print. You can do all the setting, adjustment, filter and stuff. I'm not gonna do that here. And then choose printing heaviness. I'm gonna do heavy as a normal setting. And I'm going to print like this. Alright, once you finish printing, you can literally just rip it out. Here you go. This is the printing. And then it's always print really well when it's text-based. And then this is a sticker, so you can pull it out and tape it anywhere you want. It's very convenient in a sense. I'm gonna print another one for you to show you how the print look like on top of like a transparent sticker. Let's change the printing paper to the transparent one. I'm going to print text-based pictures so you can see the differences. So that's the result of the printing. I printed a conversation I have with Vet for Poopy. And as you can see, once you peel the back end, it's a transparent piece of paper. And then let's put it onto a piece of paper so you can see it clearly. As you can see, you have a transparent printing, and then tape it onto any paper of your choice, so you can put colored paper in the background. And let me show you what it looks like if you print a photo onto the transparent paper. It's going to also be transparent, so once you peel the back end, I don't know if you can tell, the picture is transparent. And when you tape it onto any colored paper, anything you like, the picture's still there. I'm putting on the post-it notes. The picture will be like this. It's a black and white picture on top of yellow paper. Obviously, the quality is not going to be as good as like a Canon picture printer, but I think it's really fun to play with. This one looks like a pencil drawing, kind of a vintage style, and then also you can play around with it on different type of paper in your journal. I think it's still fun as a way of decorating, so it depends on your mood. You want a very well printed picture, or you want a picture look like a pencil drawing. I hope you enjoyed this journal printer video. I'll leave all the products that I mentioned in the description down below so you can check them out. And in this channel, I'll talk a lot about reading, journaling, creativity based topic. If you're interested, remember to subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in journaling, you can check out my journal flip through video right here. And thank you so much for watching. Be patient, be present, stay creative. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!